I've told you no. The CEO is very busy. Please, run along back to where you came from. Yes, steady at the bottom. It's the age of science. Who would believe in that superpower nonsense? Instead of innovating, you stick with such an old-fashioned show. No wonder you're losing funding. Hello, reception? In the future, could you please not let random people into the CEO's office? But what? The reason your old sponsor got bought out by us is precisely because they kept investing in a studio like yours. Since you're here, you can sign the investment withdrawal agreement. Save some time for the both of us. Sign the agreement and we can still fund the last episode of Miracle Finder. Here, sign. Yes, right here. Write your name and the studio's name. Make it quick, I'm quite busy.
Why did you just hang up on me this morning without letting me finish? You're at LFG, aren't you? Did you meet the CEO of LFG, Victor? Oh. Still, they probably spared you some heartache. I've heard the CEO is a real terror. If you'd met him today, I doubt we'd even have a final episode to make. Of course, you're still so green. You have a lot to learn. This Victor is a legend in finance. Loveland Financial Group was founded 8 years ago, and it's the industry leader today. Really incredible. Nobody knows. Some invisible tycoon is probably pulling the strings behind the scenes. We can't complain, really. The show doesn't have much of an audience anyway. When your dad was still around, it was really popular. Maybe the culture's just moved on. Just doing my job, and I didn't do it well. Just trying to keep the lights on until you graduated and could take it over. Look, that's him! My lifelong idol, my one and only... Kiro! Where? Let me see. Just one look and you fall in love? Seriously?
I met you when you were not aware of it.
My gosh, how handsome he is. He's glowing. He's looking at me. No, I'm gonna cry. He's looking at me, not you. You aren't a fan of his. Drop the act. I'm dizzy. Kiro must have the superpower to make everyone fall in love with him. So now you admit it? I thought you said before that was all nonsense. I'm a believer now. If superpowers really exist, then Kiro's gotta have one. Okay, dry your eyes. Come on! The line for the album is getting longer by the minute!
best. Huh? If I were still a little kid, I definitely wouldn't let you have the last bag of chips. Actually, I can't really recall. Since my career took off, I don't get to eat chips. I just, want to see the prize card inside. Everyone is collecting them, right? Thanks. If we were kids, we would already be best friends. What? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, thanks. Do you like chips? You like this flavor? Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Then I don't like them either. Next time, how about sharing something you like with me? Thanks. I have to go now. Next time we meet, I'll bring my favorite snack to share with you. Shh. Is Miracle Finder ending? When I was a kid, I would wait in front of the TV for it to come on every day. So wait, now I get to be one of the superhumans on Miracle Finder? But then what would I do? Stare at the audience and think, love me, love me? No, it's settled. I'll do it. Let's just go back and find my agent. Sorry, it's such a special show. I really want to be a part of it. But I don't really decide my schedule. Of course, I wouldn't miss it. And later, if you have other shows, will you invite me again to be on one of those? No problem. I'll be eagerly expecting your next invitation.
Evolver? You still don't know? The ability is beginning to awaken, though. You don't have to know. And you better forget what I said just now. You should watch yourself. Someone can't come to your rescue every time.
Agent V7, energy wave detected in Loveland. Sending coordinates. Target locked. Taking action immediately.
Lucian. What do you want with him? Miracle Finder. Oh, I've heard of that. Why do you want Mr. Lucian on your show? I've seen your recent shows. Your choice of topics is somewhat problematic. Would you like to talk inside my office? It's all right. I didn't introduce myself. Yes, please. You can use my blackboard if you like. I'm sorry, but I think this plan is not feasible. I viewed the files you gave me. It's nothing. Let me explain the details. So, what's your view of superpowers? Why do you think this? Similar to what your father did? Have you heard of the Red Queen hypothesis? Now here, you see, it takes all the running you can do to keep in the same place. Humans have existed outside of natural selection for too long. They have forgotten how cruel the world is. But it's dangerous when you forget to fear. Do you know the way to avoid danger? When you're in danger, trust your instincts. Sorry, I didn't want any other people to overhear those words. What you cannot see isn't necessarily non-existent, like a crisis lurking in the dark. Back to your show. Since its subject is superpowers, you should have your own thoughts on the matter. However, your view on superpowers is still framed by your father's views. Am I right? Every show reflects the character, the color of its producer. However, I don't see any of your color in this. This is still the same episode plan as 2 years ago. Your color, it's very special. Unlike any other, at least to my eyes. Are you leaving? Should I have lectured a little longer just then? It's fine. You can go now. All right, I'm in. I'm in. I hope I won't be disappointed. Next time we meet, you can just call me Lucien. Just relax. I read the script. It's a good show. Aren't you going to show me around? Hello, everyone. Of course. If it's a program you're producing, I'd be happy to join. Well, perhaps more precisely, we should call it brain reading. Can consciousness be read? An interesting topic. One theory argues that everything in the world is interconnected. As our scientific understanding of humanity expands, the frontier of the unknown expands with it. Miracle Finder might end today, but the superpowers it discovered have transcended our age. Maybe someday in the future, the pace of science will catch up with this show. Every scientist, myself included, hopes to make a contribution in this field. The honor is mine. It's the first time I've ever been on a show. It was really interesting. As long as I can help? Of course. Yes, I've heard of it. So, where did you hear that word? I see. Thank you for trusting me and sharing this with me. I'm pleased. If you're not comfortable telling me, then you don't have to. Evolver basically means a super evolved human. It's just an academic term for a superpowered being. It's said that 20 years ago, a British scientist dissected many superhumans and found a unique gene. He called the special ability expressed by this gene Evol. In other words, a superpower. And those who possess Evols are Evolvers. Does that scare you? Actually, the scientist was eventually sentenced to life imprisonment. Because they involved crimes against humanity, his research was deemed classified by the World Gene Organization. These are all just rumors I've picked up from working in bioscience. I don't have a clue about the details. Maybe the rumors are partly true, part fiction, just like the superpowers on Miracle Finder. I am doing related research on this myself. Maybe one day, I will find the truth behind it. If you find any real superhumans while making your show, they are more than welcome in my research center. What are you thinking? My research is all completely legal.
A departmental meeting this afternoon, 2 p.m. Get it prepared. No. Send a copy of this month's investment analysis to my office in 10 minutes. Why are you here?